is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back. Line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Check 53. You must be dreaming. Check three.
First carry for James Conner. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
53. Mike 53. Monday. Say. Undercrush. Protein spill.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he finds McDonald. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Middle.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rosen trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Mayfield, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Regular. Hey, box truck. Shit.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield got an open man, it's Ratley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards to pick up there, good for a Cleveland first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Point it right.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got Jack Doyle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check nickel. Up. Hey, Charlie.
Mayfield with it once more. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Mayfield looks to throw, and he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Switch. He's coming. Point it right. Hey, go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Browns' 1st down.
180.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Browns 7, Steelers 0.
180.
following the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Hug. Hurry, hug.
And now it's Rosen looking. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give running right is countered. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Rosen looking to throw and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Landry, the intended target. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Rosen. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Penny, the first down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Browns' 37-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. But it's brought in by Washington. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Rosen on 1st and 10. That's caught by Penny. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. 2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Washington's got it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing again, it's Rosen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Mike check 33. Hey, exit. Run. No. Kill.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to fire one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 47.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Rosen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
53's the mark. 53.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. He was covered by Denzel.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Rip left, rip left.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big run by Kareem Hunt, and even 50 yards on the ground. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Alpha. Here we go. Mike 55. Check 55. Regular.
Mayfield looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, but now it's third and goal.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Seibert on for the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
Check. Alert. Crunch. 80 weapons. Bang.
Here's Rosen. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Rosen now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now here's Switzer, the target, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll return it from the 6. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
The Browns, 1st down.
Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
55. Hey, Haywood. 55.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So first and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Ware. Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Check. Watch 54. Pistol. Check out. Read. Hey, alert. Hey, shoot.
From the red zone now, Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Bro, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check.
Here's Rosen to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. And now it's Rosen looking. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Monday.
4th down. Here's Rosen. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Real. Slam. Hey, wahoo!
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Point it right. King.
Here's Mayfield. And he's got it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Murray that time there to knock it away. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Rosen looking to throw. Now a desperation throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Rosen will throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Browns, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.